Hi guys, my name is CJ and welcome back to Rockpreneur. Today is an exciting day because we're going to be taking these instruments and moving them into my new audio video live stream studio. Turn it up.
You're on the Rockpreneur YouTube channel.
Before we get started, guys, I want to mention that we have some awesome merch located in our web store at www.rockpreneur.com. It includes this awesome Work Smart Rock Hard t-shirt as well as some other cool designs. Please check it out, www.rockpreneur.com. Back to the live action. Hey guys, I'm standing in front of my new building. One of these rooms is about to be turned into Rockpreneur live stream audio video production studio 1.0. There's some of the business aspect, but this right here, ladies and gentlemen, is it. Open that up and voila, here she is, my new studio. Yeah, buddy. Now, I've got the windows open right now, so there might be a little bit of noise, but when it's closed, there's not too much sound, and this will be version 1.0. I'm not going to be building a room in a room or anything crazy like that for this version, but someday on the other side of my building, that's probably what will end up happening. Now, this here is all of the stuff I've purchased to build this studio out. This is what I like to call a blank canvas. This is so awesome. I'm so excited to get this studio put together. The purpose of this studio is basically to provide a place where I can play music with buddies, practice music, record music, and live stream music. It's sort of a multi-purpose room rather than just a recording studio. All right, guys, the first thing we're going to be doing today is assembling this. This is a L-shaped table that we're going to be using as our surface, and we're going to be putting it right here, sort of coming out in this way. Now this here is my plan for all the equipment. Right here you can see the L-shaped desk that we're going to be building. This here is a light bar, and these are lights and cameras that will be mounted on the light bar, and you can see where we'll be putting the various instruments. Over here, eventually we'll probably be putting a nice seating area / band meeting area. First, we're gonna build this L-shaped desk. Let's get to work. This will do exactly what I needed to do, which is hold the recording equipment, hold the laptop, and just provide sort of a workstation for whoever's running the system during recording or live streaming. So the next step is going to be to put the drums right in here. There she is. This isn't the world's best drum set, but I think that if we put new heads on it, like you guys recommended in a previous video, we can get it sounding pretty good. But yeah, we're just gonna run what we brung for now. Drum set's in its home. Let's get to the keyboard. This here is called a MIDI cord, and this is how we'll be running the keyboard sounds. This basically plugs in the back in here, and we're gonna go out. We're gonna go out. There we go. We're gonna go out there. This cable's gonna run all the way over there to the board, which is where we'll have our interface. And I'll show you that later. But there we go. We got the keyboard, we got the drums. The next step is going to be putting on this. Now this is really cool. This is a Cedars Link light bar, and I'll be installing this across the ceiling here. Well, it sits on legs. So one leg will go right about there, another leg will go right about there, and it's going to span across the ceiling, and that's how we will mount our cameras and our lights. And there she is. Take a look at that. This is pretty awesome. I've never had anything quite like this before. So all the cameras will be mounted up there, all the lights will be mounted up there, and there will be no clutter on the floor. Very cool. This is a Truss system by CedarLink. I'll put the link in the description. And I bought the 15-foot version, which obviously didn't fit, but now I have extra parts in case I want to expand the system. Looking good. This is a cool unit because what this will allow me to do is run cables in a nice clean manner so that I don't have to deal with cable management issues. Look at that. Woo, 16 channels. There she is, boys. Oh, dang. That's a heavy thing. Guys, here she is. This is an OSP high performance 16 channel snake. I did buy this used, but it looks like it was barely used. It looks like it's in brand new condition. So what I'm gonna do is route this guy around the room here, going out to our control surface here. Let's run it. Guys, look at the girth on this freaking cable here. I don't know if this is gonna focus or not, but dang! Now, this here is the unit of all live recording units. This thing is awesome. And boom, she's upside down. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is a Roland Studio Capture 16 channel interface with built-in compression and automatic level sensing. This thing is awesome. We'll be plugging all of these units in here, which of course go to our snake, which is over there in the corner. And we're going to basically run this so that the interface is running all of its channels in the back of the room where I can plug in the drums and the mics and all that, and nobody will be able to see it in the videos. Let's get this thing unboxed and set up. Look at that, guys. That's exactly what we're gonna be doing with this. Right there, rocking out. This thing is a lot of power packed in a small box. Whoo, she clean. Yeah, buddy. Check that thing out. Oh, man. That is just a beautiful unit right there. Look at all those inputs. So we got 12 analog inputs. We got 4 line inputs, which you can run balanced or unbalanced line into. We've got MIDI in and out, coax, and 8 friggin' outputs with XLR monitor outputs, a bypass switch for the front panel, power supply, USB. This thing runs on USB 2.0, guys. USB 2.0. Honestly, I don't know how they do it. Let's get it plugged in. All right, guys. So we're gonna run channel 1 to 1, 2 to 2. You know the deal. All right, we got channels 1 through 12 plugged in. I'm gonna go dig for my TRS cables and plug the rest of those in. This is an XLR female to TRS cable, and this is how we're going to run the final 4 channels into the 1/4 inch input on the interface. Boom, and we'll have 3 more of those. I'm gonna put bass there, vocals there, and guitar right here, and we'll start rolling that stuff in. This is a recent purchase. This is a Peavey KB100. as you can see, it's got a few different inputs, which is kind of cool because we'll just plug in the bass in that one, the keyboard in that one, and you know, just run the EQ dry, and people will be able to manage their volume from their instrument, and we'll have some monitoring here. So it's not the best setup ever, but it'll do for what we're trying to accomplish here. These are pretty sweet. These are on-stage tripod mic stands, but they're white. Get a load of that. Yeah. So I'll always remember a show I went to, Rod Stewart, and he played a show that was incredible. And all the cables, all the hardware, all the instruments were white, and it looked so cool. I've always kind of wanted to recreate that. So obviously not everything here is white, but I figure with the white cables and the white stands, it could look pretty nice. Plus with all the colored lights hitting all that white hardware and white cables, it's gonna look really cool. So I'm gonna set this mic stand up and a couple other mic stands and show you guys kind of the final layout before we move on to the next thing. This is a Electro-Voice N/D, that's neodymium 767A. And they discontinued these, but these are amazing, amazing vocal microphones. I'll be running all my vocals and a lot of other things with this microphone. All right, guys, we have the microphone stands set up and even the drum mic stands set up for the overheads. All right, guys, these are the drum mics I will be using. This is the CAD Pro 7 drum mic pack. That's right, the Pro 7. Don't get it confused with the non-Pro 5 mic version. This is actually a pretty nice mic set. I have used it to record the drums for my other band, Thundercloud, and I'll be using it to record these drums here. It comes in a nice bag. KM212 kick mic. Two of these CM21, 217, whatever they are, CM217 overhead condenser mics, specifically for the snare. This is an SN210. And then 3 of these TM211s for the toms. These are the cables I'm using. These are LYX Pro Premium XLR microphone cables. I believe these are 25 feet. And they've got the nice black connectors, but the white cables. And I'll be running these for pretty much every single microphone I have in this room. And they look pretty cool to boot too. Link for these in the description below. The drums are mic'd. We got the 2 condensers. We got the tom mics. We got the snare mic located underneath there so that it gets the actual sound of the snare. We got a kick mic. We got our cables all nicely rolled and plugged into the right inputs. Next on the list is to take these walls and turn them into guitar storage. This unit here, which is a nice Hercules guitar mount for the bass. And then I have these kind of smaller, cheaper ones, and these will hold the lighter instruments like the guitars. And we'll see how they do. Here we go. Guys, check this out. Oh my goodness. There she is. This is my live stream audio video production studio all set up. I am so excited with how this turned out. It is going to open up so many possibilities for me and the musicians I'm playing with. just to be able to record music in here, to be able to practice and jam in here, to be able to live stream in here. It's really awesome. Until next time, I want to remind you guys that if you want to rock out with your buddies and you want to build awesome studios and you want all the cool instruments, you got to make that bread. And you make that bread by working smart so you can rock hard. Peace out. Rock on. I'm here with Daniel. And I'm here with Bella, and we're gonna test out the new system today.
Forever, keep it flowing, forever, keep it going, forever. The river bending, but you bend till you touch up to the sea. You and me say forever, we're part of forever.